Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahusha, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahusha Ba'ashem, Rekakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders, salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled Black Families Wealth, Less than 15% of White Families. My source, Press TV, and this article is entitled Black Families Wealth, Less than 15% of White Families, U.S. Federal Reserve. This article was published on the 30th of September 2020, and it states the average wealth of black families is less than 15% of white families, says the U.S. Federal Reserve. The revelation came in new data from the Federal Reserve Board's Triennial Survey of Consumer Finances, released Tuesday. The median wealth of white families was $188,200, compared with only $24,100 for black families. Let's get a precept. Genesis 27:38, and Esau said unto his father, Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Right, because at this time frame, Isaac had already blessed Jacob with the kingdom of heaven due to the birthright. Back into the scripture. Hast thou but one blessing, my father? Bless me, even me also, O my father. And Esau lifted up his voice and wept. And Isaac his father answered and said unto him, Behold, thy dwelling shall be the fatness of the earth, and of the dew of heaven from above. And just to prove the validity of the scriptures, the median wealth of white families was $188,200, compared with only $24,100. And the reason why these so-called white families is making a median of $188,000 is because of this blessing Esau and his posterity received from our forefather Isaac. All right, another precept. Psalm 73:5. They are not Slakia. They are not in trouble as other men, neither are they plagued like other men. And the reason why? Because we are living within their rulership. Okay. Now it states that so-called black families, okay, make $24,100. And the reason why, let's get Deuteronomy 28:15. But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord Yahweh, thy power, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee in this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. This is Deuteronomy 28:33. And thy heaven that is over thy head. All right. Thy heaven is referring to what? Esau's rulership. Esau's heaven is symbolic for his rulership. Now, if it's Esau's heaven, then therefore it's Jacob's hell. All right. You so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans, and you Israelite foreigners who on your father's lineage goes back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. All right? And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. When we focus on brass in the Hebrew, it's Strong's H5178, pronounced as Nakashaf. Nakashaf. And it means what? Dubious. All right? Now, when you look up this term, this means doubtful, suspicious. Okay? And I want to say another term is uncertain. Yup, uncertain. So in Esau's rulership, okay, for Jake, all right, our livelihood is uncertain because of the curses, all right? And the earth that is under thee shall be iron. Now, iron, when you investigate this term in the Hebrew, is symbolic for oppression, all right? Going into this system, okay? Isaiah 51:14, the captive exile hasteneth, that he may be loosed, and that he should not die in the pit. The pit is referring to this system, all right, this lifestyle, all right, which is what? The image of the beast, all right, which is also a reflection of the pagan Rome Empire, nor that his bread shall fail, right? Because in this system, all right, our lifestyle or our livelihood is not guaranteed. Haggai 1:6, ye have sown much and bring in little. Ye eat, but ye have not enough. Right. And that's literal. Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink. Ye clothe you, but there is no warm. And he that earneth wages to put it into a bag with holes. That's why it's always something coming up all the time. Because this is curses, all right, that have followed us. Because going back to the agreement that we made through the mediator at that time frame, Moses, when he presented us the law, statutes, and the commandments, all right, through the Spirit of the Most High, what did he state? I put before you life and death. Choose life. And what happened? We chose death. Not only a remnant, okay, which is the elect, is searching and trying to return back to the old paths as best as we can. And that's through the spirit and will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. Okay? Deuteronomy 28:68. And the Lord Yahweh shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships, hence America, hence the transatlantic slave trade, by the way whereof I spake unto thee. So just like Moses stated it would happen, it did happen. And this is prophecy. Thou shalt see it no more again, referring to our land, for a long period of time. And there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen. Bond means what? Slave men and slave women. And our enemies are who? The Edomites. And no man shall buy you, meaning what? No man can redeem us out of this spiritual confinement which is manifested on earth except for the captain of our salvation, which is Yahweh Shai. All right? right, this is Ruth 1 and 20. And she said unto them, call me not Naomi, call me Mara, for the Almighty have dealt very bitterly with me. And America's origin goes back to the Hebrew root word Mara, okay, which means bitter. So we didn't come here to thrive and have just a fabulous life. No, we came here to complete our punishment. And this is the reason why only black families makes a median of 24,000 compared to so-called white families. Okay, 188,000. That's a lot. I mean to say so-called black families as well. All right. Among families in which the survey respondent identifies as white, non-Hispanic, income is substantially higher than all of 3 other race and ethnic groups: black, non-Hispanic, okay, Hispanic, all right, you Northern Kingdom, you so-called black people, you Southern Kingdom, and other or multiple race families. Okay, and you can throw Gad in that multiple race families, okay? The report said. All right, so hey, this is the reason why we're looking for the kingdom of heaven. I think it's in Hebrews. Hebrews 13 and 14. For here have we no continuing city. Talking about what? This captivity. All right, beginning with America. But at the end of the day, all right, this entire world, okay, operates from the system, or this beast-like system controlled by the nobility of Edom, beginning with the Rothschilds. For here have we no continuous city, but we seek one to come, and that's the kingdom of heaven. All right, beginning with the elect. Because literally in the kingdom of heaven, no more pain. And let's prove that. Revelation 21 and 4. And the Most High shall wipe away all tears from their eyes, and there shall be no more death, and that's literal. Neither sorrow, and that's literal, nor crying, and that's literal. Neither shall there be any more pain, and this is literal. For the former things are passed away. Going into what? 1 Corinthians 7 and 31. And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world passeth away, referring to the system. Lord, will you are edified. Shalom.